Hello, everybody at this time.
It is Lord Surge!
And we are ready to rock and roll here with another episode of Football Psych. This week, we are going to be going over the NFC Conference Championship and giving our review over this analysis. And we will not have Shaq on tonight because he's apparently going to help his son who got pulled over by the police. And hopefully, they don't end up in jail.
He got a traffic ticket issue.
Yeah, traffic ticket. I mean, like, let your boy get the traffic ticket and get on the show.
Oh,
But
my
anyway, hey, if he joins us, he joins us. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But we are going to get on with it because we've got playoff football to talk about.
Oh,
And
my
so
Lord.
we know that we are down to the conference championship, aka the Final Four, and it's going to be the New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos, and the later game being the Los Angeles Rams versus Seattle Seahawks. And we are going to give our analysis of where we want to go. So I want to start off by showing you this, Large Sergeant, getting your comments on this. This is the earlier game. Now, my times that you see on there for this coming Sunday at 2 p.m., those are Central Standard Time. So if you're on the East Coast or you're in a different time zone than that, then you got to add or subtract hours depending on where you are at. But according to ESPN's analytical calculator of matchups, they say the New England Patriots are favored to win this game. What do you think, Large Sarge?
Man. You know what that's based on? That's based on them having a number 2 quarterback. That's what that's based on.
Yeah, I think that's probably has a lot to do with it.
And you know what? I'm a Sean fan. Hell no. That defense in Denver and them playing in Denver?
Yep.
Nah. I think listen, I have a lot of faith in the Patriots and what they put together. I do have a lot of faith in it, but that Denver defense is gonna pull them apart. And what I watched Denver do, oh my Lord, in that last game, what I watched them do and how they took advantage, they're gonna be game ready. So it is gonna have to be a miracle pull off for New England to beat Denver.
Yeah, but you don't think Bo Nix, the loss of Bo Nix, isn't going to significantly affect this team?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Because I think they just need to game manage. The defense is going to take over in Denver.
But you got to have somebody that actually can game manage.
Yeah, he can.
You got to get your running game involved. You got to get your passing involved. And if you go one dimensional, it could go bad.
They're not going to be one dimensional. He's going to dink and dunk it, and that's all they need. And the D is going to take over, and they're going to smash up New England.
Mm. Mm.
I'm calling
be
Denver. I am a home game. Yeah, I'm calling it. It's going to be close. I think this is going to be a very tight game.
Well, I will tell you, Denver should have that. I mean, it's Mile High Stadium. It's probably going to be cold. Not that is going to impact the Patriots at all, but the thinner air at the Mile High Stadium, being in Power Field at Mile High, it can be a challenge for teams, especially when it gets colder out and the air is thin. It's just like, man, you just fight hard to feel like sometimes you're just catching your breath.
That's a 10% difference. That's huge, Coach.
That's huge, man. Like this calculator, like this is a huge thing. Like I would say that makes the Patriots heavily favored.
Yeah.
When you have a 59.1%.
They're putting that much on Drake May.
I mean, there's more than one
a hell of a game.
It's more than one player that makes up this calculation, right? This is a total matchup team across the board. It considers everything, right? And then it comes up with all of their analysis. And I don't know how accurate ESPN's analytical algorithm is, but it's something interesting here. Like for an actual analytical predictor, I assume because this is done by ESPN that it's not biased in any way. So I don't know.
I just think Sean at home is gonna watching how they worked that last game and how they just picked apart the Bills, especially when there was injuries and substitutions and how they took
Yeah.
advantage. I just think he is. I think this is a coaching matchup, and I don't think Vrabel's up to the task. Well, and then that's wrong. No. Vrabel is up to the task. I just think Sean's better.
Well, Sean, definitely. I think you and I are both very, very high on Sean, but
I don't like to say that. I don't like him.
I actually do like him. I
I
thought
don't
what
like
he
him as a
did
guy. I think he's a jerk, but he's a better
oh, you
coach.
think he's a jerk?
I just do. I don't like the man. I just don't like the man. But I think
I
he's
actually,
the
I
right
actually
guy
love the
at the
man.
right time in the right place. And he says his secondary quarterback's going to be ready. And you know what? I believe him.
Well, I believe that to a degree too, but I don't want to short count the impact of what Bo Nix has done on this team,
Right.
right? Like he's made a significant mark and it has led this team because prior to him getting there, like the whole Russell Wilson experiment blew up in their face. Sean had to freaking run him out of the building.
Yep.
Like that did not work, right? And then,
Yep.
he goes and gets Bo Nix, right? He was like nobody knew really where Bo Nix was going to go in the draft, but Sean was just like, he's my guy. And he brings him in, and like I even was just like, really? Like he wasn't the top quarterback that came off the board. He was like number 6 or something. I don't know. But like he brings him in, and man, they made it work. Um, so I
It's
don't
an
know.
inspired team. It is an inspired team, and it's an inspired defense. I mean, Vrabel's really got his hands full on this one. He really does.
I
This
think
is
it's
a
going to be a
defense
great
that
game.
can win the game for Denver. And I think that's what it's going to be. If Denver wins, it's going to be on the defense.
I also got to hand it to the Patriots, though, because in the post Tom Brady era, the post Bill Belichick era, this team was sinking. Like it reminded me of the dismantling of the Chicago Bulls when Michael Jordan left, right? And
Yeah,
retired,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just like they never really quite got it back, right? But the Patriots found a way to rebuild this entire organization and put together an incredibly strong program
Coach,
in a relatively short amount of time.
they had the easiest schedule. I, I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, when you
I'm not
suck,
making excuses for them. I got it. Vrabel's a good
NFL
coach.
teams are still NFL teams.
Yeah, but I'm not making excuses for the Patriots. They had the easiest schedule. They had everything go their way. They could, I mean, literally every easy thing they could get in their way. That's not
They even get to
discounting.
go up against a Denver Broncos team that doesn't have Bo Nix.
Yeah, I mean, Jesu pizza. Golly gee whiz. Are you kidding me?
All right, well, we're
Come
going
on
to
now.
compare some stats here. Obviously, we can't look at the upper right hand corner and compare Bo Nix because he's not going to be playing in the game.
Right.
But Drake May to put up 31 touchdowns on the year to only 80 interceptions and throwing for over 43, almost 4,400 yards is an incredibly good year.
It's amazing.
When you could throw for more than 4,000 yards in a season, you had a good year. When you have a greater than 2-1, basically a 3-1 plus touchdown to interception ratio, which he does, you've had a great year.
Yep.
What I don't like about either one of these teams is neither one of them had 1,000-yard rusher,
Right.
and both their leading receivers barely capped 1,000 yards.
Yep.
So offensively, I'm not overly like impressed with him statistically, but with Drake May getting almost 4,400 yards, that tells me he hit a lot of different targets because Stephon Diggs only barely scratching 1,000 meant he spread the ball a lot.
Yes, they did. They did. They truly did. They truly did. Yeah, listen, even having the easy schedule, they really did a lot. Vrabel really coached that team up well. They really did a lot this year. I'm not slagging on the Patriots. The Patriots have a good ball club, but they went against a crap ton of easy targets to get there, and every single thing that you could lay at their lap that could go the direction to make it easy, they had. Like seriously.
Right.
This is
So
going
I'm
to be
gonna.
their first really serious challenge. And even that went their way with Bo Nix being out. So,
Well, it's more than Bo Nix. Here's the injury report. And what you see here, what points out to me is obviously Bo Nix did not participate. He's not expected to play anymore this year. But Dobbins did not participate either. Shocking to me. We don't know the full status of what's going on with him there. And we're still somewhat early in the week. Like tomorrow is usually the day where you get a really good indication on usually by Friday of
mhm,
whether or not someone's going to play or not, right? And
right.
you'll know whether or not somebody's a game time decision or not, or that sort of thing, right?
Mhm.
So even though we're kind of pretty far in the week, I mean, it is Thursday at the time of this filming. A lot can happen between today and tomorrow. Like a lot of these players will go in tomorrow and they'll get evaluated by their medical staff again to see
Yeah,
whether or
yeah,
not
yeah.
they're a go or not, right? So the other thing that I notice is, they also have uh,
They
uh,
need Dobbins. Yeah.
Forsyth, who also did not participate in practice. He did not practice. So that's very very interesting. Bradbury also didn't do that on the Patriots side of it. But a lot of guys, it looks like the Patriots are looking pretty healthy
Mhm.
um, from for the most part of it, right? So
Henderson's in. That's very valuable for the Patriots. Having him
yeah,
in.
so when I look at the Patriots, besides Bradbury, I mean they look pretty healthy.
Yeah.
I have some question marks about the Broncos when I see Dobbins is also, they say he did participate, so that's good,
He's going to
but
start.
just being him on this report at all, I was a little concerned. Um, but I think he'll play. I don't think there'll be any kind of issues. He's very probable of playing. The
Yeah.
only one that we know for sure that will not play is Bo Nix.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I kind of also want to show you this one because I know you kind of like this kind of stuff there, Large Sarge. So the one that points out to me for the Denver Broncos is that fourth one down. 68 sacks on the year, ranked number one in the NFL. The number one sacking defense in the NFL is the
Yeah.
Denver Broncos. They bring it, man,
Yep. Yep.
compared to the Patriots, who are 22nd in the NFL.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. This is
not
going
a
to be.
lot of pressure on this backup quarterback, but Drake May is going to be pressured, man.
Yes. Oh, they're going to bring it again. They're going to, like I said, they're going to, the defense. The defense will be the tail of the tape in this game. The Denver defense will make the difference in this game. And they need to bring it because if they don't, Drake May is going to eat them. They're going to eat their shorts. So,
That's true because Drake May, with his high powered offense, is ranked second in the NFL for points per game and third in the NFL for yards per game. So,
yes.
like, you're looking at a very, very, top three, top two, top three offense in the NFL going against a very, very tough number one ranked defense when it comes to sacks in the National
Yep.
Football League.
And they say
That's going to be
defense
brutal.
wins championships. So
And
even with a
defense does take it.
pedestrian second string quarterback, if he
But
can
we'll
just
see, right? We'll
game
see.
manage, right? They got a running game. He can dink and dunk. They can put up a few points. If the defense is dominating, Denver wins.
I don't have a lot of faith and confidence in their backup, but but I do have a lot of faith and confidence in Sean Payton. So like we'll see what he's able to put together. I mean, he's going to
He's
be
going to
coaching
come
his
with
butt off
something.
this week.
He's crafty. He's going to come
He
with
is.
something.
All right, so let's move on to the other game at 5:30 Central Standard Time, 6:30.
Ooh,
It is in the NFC.
points.
The other predictor, also not the way you want to see this game go, Large Sarge, but this predictor has 53% going to the Seattle Seahawks.
Man,
So both you're like pick the underdog in both of these teams.
I'm picking the underdog in both. Yeah, I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah. So according to this, if the ESPN analytics are correct, we are
Hmm.
looking at a Seattle versus New England Super Bowl. But Large Sarge wants a Rams Broncos Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got to go with Matty Stafford. He was off in the Bears, and they still pulled it out, right? That was a
They
tough
did.
game on the road. That was a tough game on the road. They still pulled it out, and the Bears were strong, man. The Bears were really strong. I give all my compliments to the Bears on that game. They really hung in there.
I'm
Seattle's going to be tough, but
I'm going to tell you what I'm most impressed by.
oof,
The LA Rams, who are a SoFi Stadium team on the West Coast, flies over to the NFC North, goes into Soldier Stadium. There's literally snow on the ground and freezing temperatures, and LA just goes in there and beats the Bears. If you can do that, you are tough anywhere.
yeah,
Like that was like a resiliency test beyond test.
yep,
Like I'm not concerned about them going to Seattle at all. After you just went to the Bears and did what you just did,
yep.
like you proved yourself. And getting up there into Lumen Field Stadium, and you got Matt Stafford, and all of a sudden he starts clicking, you can forget about it.
Yeah, it's a lot warmer temp up there. I'm not worried about the temperature deal. This is going to be a battle. This is going to be a battle. Can they get to Darnold? Can 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 Curtis get into the backfield? Can they get pressure on Darnold? If they get pressure on Darnold, game's over.
It'll be interesting, right?
Darnold's got to have a superstar game. You know what I mean? He really does. He has to have a superstar game because the Seattle defense is something else. If they get pressure on Stafford, it's going to. I mean, the Seattle defense has got to show up. This is going to be the game to. Honestly speaking, between you and me, this is a game to watch. Like seriously, this game. We're supposed to get 18 inches of snow up here. I'm hoping I don't have to work on Sunday. I'm hoping I get snowed in.
Just so you can watch.
Oh man.
So when I look at these guys statistically, I will tell you the NFC numbers are more like the types of numbers I want to see from a playoff football team,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You have your quarterbacks throwing for over 4,000 yards. You have your running backs definitely all rushing for more than 1,000 yards, and you have your receivers not only getting more than 1,000 yards, like they're getting over 1,700 yards.
Yeah, aren't these
Like,
stats like way more close per team?
they're closer per team, but they're also more like what you would think of as a championship team, which you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
see that in the AFC, which tells me whoever wins this game is probably going to win the Super Bowl.
yeah. Stat wise, right? Yes.
Stat wise,
Yeah.
right? So like this is like the game that most likely would be the Super Bowl champion.
You're pulling for him on the Super Bowl statistically to win. Yeah, I agree. Totally.
Yeah, I mean I'm a stats kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm an analytical kind of
You're
guy. So
favored. At least you're favored, right? You're favored.
yeah, I'm favorite. I go
This
to
is the game of the week for sure. This is the game of the
I don't.
week.
I try
Everyone's
not to
watching.
make emotional decisions. I try to make more analytical ones.
Yeah.
And so when I just look at analytics, it tells me like the NFC stronger.
Yeah. I
Right.
totally agree.
So
I mean, there is the home field advantage in Seattle for sure. But the Rams, the Rams going into Chicago and dealing with that have proved that don't matter. They don't care.
yeah.
So
I
I
haven't
love me
picked
some
a
Puka
winner.
Nacua. I love me some Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So I haven't picked a winner out of either one, out of either game.
I'm going
I'm
Rams.
just going to go and enjoy both games. But like for me, when I look at these things, like they look pretty even.
I'm going Rams by 3.
Going to be like the walk off field goal.
I don't know if it's a walk-off field goal. I don't know if it's overtime, but it's Rams by 3.
All right. Well, the Rams are healthier.
They're
They
healthier.
do have a DB that did not participate in Lake. So the Rams have that.
Wasn't Emmanuel Forbes our guy in DC and all the skins?
So Emmanuel Forbes was our first round draft pick that
We got rid of him.
got rid of him. The Rams picked him up, and all of a sudden he decided he'd learned how to play football again. Like most Commanders
And
players.
didn't
when they
you
lose
hate
the game.
him?
Huh?
Didn't you hate him?
I absolutely hate him. 100%. I thought he was the wrong fit for
And so
Washington
did
all the way
Shaq.
around. It was just like nah. So, but for the
Oh,
Seahawks, the big one that they did not have participate, they got Jones as an offensive lineman. They also have Knight as an offensive lineman. Two offensive linemen that did not participate.
why
Oh,
didn't
by the way,
Darnold?
it's Cross also did not. That's three offensive linemen
Well,
for the
why didn't
Seahawks.
Darnold participate? That's interesting.
So Sam Darnold did, but the did nots are three offensive linemen: Frost, Jones, Knight. That's like what is going on with the Seahawks offensive line?
Mm-hmm.
That's a little interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at that, I'm just like, are they going to be able to protect Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
So it's enough for me to like, why aren't they participating?
Because
And how bad is this?
the pain train's coming against Darnold.
It is.
And when he gets pressured, he screws up. I'm telling you, Rams are winning this game.
So when you look at this, as far as offense, the number one offense in the National Football League is the Los Angeles Rams.
But it's
And-
close.
And
Stats are
points per
close.
game and yards per game, they lead number one in the NFL.
But it's close. It's so close.
I don't think it's that close. When you think of 50 yards more per game of offense,
It's close.
that's significant. Points is another thing. But when you talk about yards, when you can average more than 50 yards a game against the opponent, that's significant. So, but a lot of these other things are pretty thing like defensively, they look very, very like identical. So this might be a game that really boils down to how healthy is that Seattle offensive line.
Yeah.
It could boil down to, okay, yes, Seattle does have the home field advantage, but who do we think can coach better? To me, Sean
McVay.
McVay is the bomb, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're ready. They're ready. They're going to come in and steal it from them. I love me some Seahawks. Don't get me wrong. But LA's got this. I'm in Matthew Stafford's corner. He's banged up a little bit, but he's coming to play and he wants another Super Bowl. They're hungry. They went in and stole one out. They stole one out of the Bears, man. They really did. And you know what? That just shows me they got grit. They're going to come into this away game and they're going to, that showed me grit. They got the grit. That home field advantage, they don't care.
Yeah, I will tell you that did show grit to me as well. Like for me, an LA team going into Soldier Field and doing what they did to me is just like I place them up real high after that performance.
Yeah,
by far. That's not easy to do.
Nope.
So, and they did it. So,
Stafford was off in that game, very off.
Yeah,
and they still pulled it out.
Well, guys, I tell you what, I want to know what you guys think. I would like for all of you guys, you watch this show here, go ahead and get your fingers going. Put your comments in the comment section. We are going to respond back to all of your comments. We want to know what you think. Who are you calling for the AFC to win? Who are you calling for the AFC? Who's your Super Bowl favorite? How do you think this is going to go down? Throw your stuff in the comment section. Reply to other people. And let's get ready for some football, man. It's playoff football. Championship, baby. And we are football site, man. That's right. We are football site.
See you tomorrow night.
Right here. That's right. Come on back tomorrow night.